everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going fabulous. Your Monday is going fabulous and your week is off to a great start. Today we are going to make a 5-step card. We're using some Spellbinders Club kits today. We're going to be doing some die cutting and embossing. We have the large die of the month club kit. It's called Dancing Hoppy Bunnies Everywhere. There's a little bit of everything in here for Easter or for spring. And then I'm also going to be using the embossing folder of the month club kit. It's called Wicker Basket. And we're going to jump in and get started. First, with my 5-step cards, I always like to build my focal point first. So for that, we're going to be doing some die cutting. We're going to make some Easter eggs and an Easter bunny as our focal point. So let's bring in some colored cardstock. I picked out some bright, springy, cheery colors, and we need some white cardstock too for our bunny. This bunny is super cute. It's actually a dancing bunny, so you can make it a kinetic and make it move. I'm just going to use this die here. I'm not even going to add any legs to, we'll add some arms, but we're not going to add any legs to our bunny. I'll die cut this out. This bunny has some overalls that we're going to add, and I'm going to add in some extra color with some teal cardstock. And then for Easter eggs, I thought it'd be fun to create some painted Easter eggs, so we're just going to use the large Easter egg outline along with the insert. And I'm going to cut out a pink, a yellow, and a green Easter egg with the insert. And then we have the little drizzle piece. The drizzle piece comes with this for the egg and then this one for the bucket. So I'll cut this out with these 3 colors also. And then speaking of the paint bucket, I thought we would use some silver mirror cardstock. Okay, and I want to throw in some extra color, so I'm going to make a bucket and a paintbrush with some orange here. The paintbrush has the base, and then it has a little detail area you can add right here, and then it has the tip of the paintbrush. I'm going to die cut out 3 or 4 of the paintbrushes with some craft cardstock, and then the detail pieces I'll cut out with the brighter colors also. And then for the light pink, we have some bunny ears that we can accent. There's actually eyes that you can die cut out too for a bunny, but I'm going to do a quick and easy bunny, so I'll show you a way on how to do that. We're going to die cut out the greeting that says Happy Easter with some white cardstock. And I think that's all and some bunny arms. And our bunny arms with white cardstock. And I think that's all the die cutting that we're going to do. I'm going to run everything through my machine and I will be right back. Now I have everything die cut out. I did create a couple of my paintbrushes already, and then also a couple of my paint brushes. They're really easy to create, but I wanted to show you how I created it. So first, let's do that. We have the paintbrush here. All I'm going to do, we're going to add some little dots of glue at the very tip of the brush, and then at the base here, and then you just add the detail layer and your little paint. And that's all there is to the paintbrush. Pretty easy to put together. You could do this any way you like. You can even use the silver mirror cardstock for this. Okay, and then to create our paint bucket, we just add a couple dots of glue at the handle at the top of the paint can and then on the inside of the label. I decided to create the label with craft cardstock because this way I can add a craft handle and it'll go really good with the paintbrushes too. And then we're going to add our paint here, and that's all there is to that. And then for our bunny, we're just going to add some glue on the inside of the ears. And there's deboss detail, so you know exactly what detail layer goes where. Like this one's a little bit longer than this one. This one's a little bit shorter. So you know where to adhere these. And then we have our little overalls. I'm not going to put these on yet. Well, I guess I could. I'm going to add some glue behind my overalls. Usually what I would do with the overalls is ink blend on it, but for the most part our bunny is going to be covered. And the nose. Okay. I went ahead and popped out the eyes and the nose. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... There's details for the cheeks, but I'm going to use a Copic marker and color in the cheeks here. I'm going to use a really light pink because I don't have any pink cardstock that's light enough, so I'm just going to color it in with my Copic marker. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my hands next. Okay, now for the bunny's eyes, of course you can die cut them out if you wanted to. I'm going to be using some black foam squares. I'm just going to put these here right behind those eyes, and I'm going to add a little pink piece of cardstock behind the nose. Okay, and there is our cute little bunny. I'm going to add one more thing to the eyes in just a minute, but I think he's going to work perfect for my card today. We'll put him to the side with everything else. And then for our Easter eggs, look how cute these are. I'm going to bring in some inks and we're going to add some color to these. I'm just going to use a yellow ink. This is my PINKFRESH Studio Mustard. I'm going to add some color at the very bottom. And then also on the paint area here, I'm going to add some ink on the very bottom of this. Okay, this way when we layer them together, it kind of stands out against each other. There's our cute little Easter egg. Now I'm going to do the same thing with these. And we're going to add a little color to our paintbrushes too. Let's bring in an orange. This is Fruit Punch. Just adding a little color to the tip and to one side of the paintbrush. Really does add so much. For this paintbrush, we'll do the same thing, but I'm going to use my turquoise ink. I'm also going to add some color to my paint can, but I don't want to get the handle, so I might need to bring in a piece of tape. Let's see if we can mask this off a little. Just cover that up, and then I can add some to my paint can here. There we go. I'm going to flip this around. We'll add some pink. Okay, so all of my ink blending is done, and I think it just makes a big difference. You can see here. Okay, now to create our focal point, what we're going to do is do a little bit of layering. So I'm just going to add a little dot of glue to the left and to the right of my eggs here. I'm also going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom of the overalls where my bunny is, and I'm going to tuck him under here. We're going to have our bunny holding a paintbrush, so let's go ahead and add our orange paintbrush to our bunny. And then we have our little paint cans. Let's bring in some small foam squares. I think that looks really fun. And then we're going to add some paintbrushes. Okay, so we have two more little paint drops. I'm going to put these aside along with my greeting. I mean, how cute is this? I will pop this up. We put foam tape behind here, so this is ready to go, and that is our focal point. Okay, now we're going to work on our home panel. For my home panel today, I'm bringing in this fun die set. This is from Spellbinders. It's called the Nested Tree Frame. I love how playful this is. I just think it's so much fun. I'm going to die cut this out with some white cardstock. Okay, and then I'm going to take an inner piece that has stitching detail, and I'm going to die cut this out with some pale gray. This is Spellbinders Fog cardstock, and this is going to create my home panel. So I'll do that, and I will be right back. We're going to layer them both together. Actually, we'll use our tape runner. We'll just tack them down. Isn't that a fun, playful background? I just love that. Okay, we'll layer these right in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my focal point to this. Next we're going to add our greeting. And I'm going to remove this little paint drop. We'll bring back the others. I'm going to add some glue behind here. And we're going to layer it right over these paint cans on the bottom. It's nice because we have a paint can here that we popped up and one here. So you can actually attach them to the left and the right. And it balances everything really nice. Okay, I am going to add a little more glue. Maybe we'll add a couple dots here. We'll add our pink paint drop on our greeting. And then we can add a couple paint drops here to the egg. Add a little extra color there. That's our sentiment down here. Okay, we're going to put this to the side, and now we're going to work on our background. Background, I'm keeping it really simple. I'm just going to bring in my embossing folder of the month club kit. This is called Wicker Basket. It's really pretty. I'm going to emboss an A2 panel, and I'm going to keep it white, but it's going to have some nice texture in the background. I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, and I will be right back. So this is my background. Look how pretty that woven pattern is. I went ahead and adhered it to the front of my card base. So our background is good to go. Now I'm going to take my home panel with my focal point and my sentiment. We're going to adhere this directly. Normally I would pop it up, but we have a lot going on with our Easter eggs. So I'm just going to place it directly in the center of my panel. Okay, now we're going to move along to step number 5, which is embellishing, and we're going to kind of go simple. First, I'm bringing in a white gel pen. I think these are wonderful to have in your stash. Okay, and what I'm going to do with my white gel pen is I'm going to add some little dots to the eyes here, just like that. Let me show you. Okay, and since we're adding white gel pen over some black foam tape, that's sticky. So to stop it from being sticky, I'm going to bring in my Glaze N Glue, and I'm going to add a dot. This is going to dry clear, and then it's not going to be sticky no more. I am going to add some Glaze N Glue over my paintbrush here, and on the paint drips here. And I think I want to add it to the very top of my paint cans. We'll add a little shine to the top of those paint cans. And then I'm also going to bring in some gems. I have Spellbinders Crystal Mix. I had to bring in another package, but I didn't want to add too many, so I just added it to my yellow Easter egg here. And I realized that I didn't add any Glaze N Glue over my paintbrush here. Okay. And that finishes off my card today, my easy 5-step card using some Spellbinders Club kits. We have the large die of the month club kit, and we also have the embossing folder of the month club kit. Super fun. I just love these colors in the winter. It just makes me happy. All the spring colors. At the end here, I have a pre-recorded message giving you some information. And I wish you a lovely day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.